Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Friday, the 25th of August. Nice and quiet in the workshop here. Here's things going past already. It's going to be a nice day by the looks of it. But we're in sort of the right area, better in East Anglia by the looks of it. Essentially, there's low pressure loitering around the next day or so. It's bringing in a level of instability that is going to kick off showers, probably more to the west of us. This is the midday chart showing trough lines out to the west, and it looks like they'll probably stay there for most of the day. And as the air comes across us, it dries out, so less chance of showers. Okay here, certainly for most of the day, and good into East Anglia as well. Spacing on the isobars reasonably wide, so the winds are fairly light, but I think there will be a change of position in this during the day, so it may well be that the wind starts to go southwesterly in the afternoon. Okay, so TAFs suggesting 328 knots, light west northwesterly, which we got now from the moment, which is about 3 or 4 knots. It'll pick up a little bit, and as you can see, few at 4,500 feet. That seems to tie up with the forecast around here for a little bit, certainly till early afternoon. And then the wind potentially changing a little bit in the late afternoon. I think more like about 3, 4 o'clock. And they're giving a tempo risk of showers this afternoon. I think it's a very isolated risk of showers. Upper winds, more or less westerly, southwesterly. Westerly here, southwesterly across the centre of the country. And not strong. Flying heights, 15 knots at most. Looking at other forecasts, seems to be a little bit less than that. SatPic shows a fair amount of cloud out to the west of us. So this is mid-level moisture trapped under an inversion. And you'll see that in a second. That'll dry out a little bit. But this is going to be showers. There is showers out here just at the moment. And I think it could well be remnants of an old front, potential trough line developing out here. But it doesn't look like it's actually going to get to us. And the rainfall radar shows those showers out to the west. Perhaps a change in instability later in the day. And start to be a change of air mass. Temperature-wise, again, fairly warm today. Around 20 degrees, potentially 21 here, 22, 23 into East Anglia. So that's the best temperature area. The further west you go, the lower the temperatures seem to be currently, and don't suspect they're going to get much above sort of 16 degrees out in the West Country. Dew points, better and lower round us and out to the northeast. As you go west, the dew points are rising anyway. With lower temperatures, higher dew points, cloud base is going to be lower and more of it. So the predicted sounding, this is sort of 1 o'clock. There's your sort of 4,500 feet. Cloud base probably 2 to 3/8 cumulus around here from sort of 12, 1 o'clock. Looks like a good sounding. Bit of mid-level lines coming together. A little bit of an inversion there, so a chance of starting to get more cloud as the afternoon goes along. And then by 4 o'clock, we're seeing the lines begin to come together. So certainly more cloud in this area, and perhaps it's come down a little bit. And certainly by by 6, 7 o'clock, the lines are coming together and the day's done. The actual sounding shows quite a strong inversion. That's what I was talking about earlier, about this mid-level cloud floating around. It's probably sat in here. There's moist air trapped in there for a little bit, and that will dry out and disappear as the morning goes on. But it shows we've probably got 15 degrees to break that inversion before it gets going. But once it does get going, cloud base is going to go up. It'll be thermal straight away to 3,000 feet, 3,500 feet, and getting better from there, really. And top meteo shows that by 11 o'clock. Hopefully we should start to get something, and certainly by 12 o'clock. Cumulus around the Lasham area. There's those sort of bits of mid-level, upper-level cloud. More cloud and spread out towards the West Country. And if you play that forward a few hours, by sort of 2, 3 o'clock, that's starting to get to Lasham, but it still looks nice out to the north and out to Cambridgeshire. And again, doesn't really sort of get to us properly until mid to late afternoon. Should still be soarable under that. Unfortunately, with lowering bases probably. So thermals hopefully going by 11 o'clock. And as you see, pretty quickly above 3,500 feet, and then rising fairly rapidly by sort of 1, 2 o'clock, 4,500 feet, 1,500 meters. But you can see looking further to the west, it goes down quite noticeably, and it's good out in East Anglia as well. So that suggests the general task areas north and east today. And then by sort of 4 o'clock, deteriorating around the Lasham area. And I would think we're starting to see the effects of the sea air coming in by then. Top meteo, again, predicting all the showers staying out to the west of us till right into the evening at sort of 6 o'clock. And the PFD, as I'd indicated, suggests that we should be going to the north and east, that sort of area. Unusually, SkySight ties up for the same sort of thing. Saying by 12:30, 3,500 feet, nice out to the northeast. So it's a reasonable area over here. That's thermal heights above the ground, and then by sort of 2 o'clock, as you can see, nice over London. Still good, probably over us and out into East Anglia, but deteriorating from the west. Cloud base down at 3,000 feet to the west of us, or less, and then by sort of 4:30, beginning to cut off here. So the suggestion would be you're back by 4 o'clock around this area. They're saying that the rain showers get to us a little bit earlier than top meteo, and their PFD looks very, very similar. 200 to 300 k out to the north. So yeah, reasonable day, folks. Okay, so let's have a quick look at what they're suggesting for tomorrow. Not quite as good on Saturday, and back to an okay forecast on Sunday. So it's going to be a nice weekend, but not fantastic by the looks of it. Okay, airspace wise, well, jet movements first. As of 5 minutes ago, just before I started this briefing, I looked at flight plans and all the predictions from 2E, and there's nothing going on. So no jet movements today or other. Traffic forcing us to vacate the runway. Local airspace looks very, very quiet. All this lot here, absolutely nothing to worry about. It's sort of paragliding, equestrian events, nothing in there. 30 is just an equestrian event going on. Number 36 is Reading Festival, no UAVs flying over it. And we've also got Carfest starting today, which I certainly know about this morning. There were queues as I drive past it in the morning coming to work, trying to get in. And that's just out to the west of Popham, but no associated airspace with it today. Goodwood, I think from memory, that's firework display just late in the evening. So nothing else going on there. And as you can see, out to the northwest and northeast, really, really quiet. Granston, that's the Junior Nationals going on until Sunday. Stuff obviously out to the east of Hasbos. Right, so fairly quiet on the airspace front. Operationally, we'll be on 27. And as there's no jet movements and I'm sort of running the airfield on my own, if you want to go flying, we won't have a grid today. Just come out to the runway. We'll form a grid on the runway and we'll launch it when it's good to go, as we don't have to clear it. Okay, folks, I will see you out there.